Hi, I'm Sir Dash Masong. Welcome to my licensure exam for teachers review, General Education Part 18. Let's start. Gen Ed 86, Mathematics, Finding the Rate. What percent of 80 is 20? A. 20%, B. 25%, C. 30%, or D. 40%. Pause this video and try to solve it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter B, 25%. Okay, i-recall natin how to solve this. Ito ay math problem. If you know the advanced method, ay na yung gawin mo to save time. Let me show you the step-by-step solution. So first, maganda ma-identify natin yung part and whole. Yung part dito ay 20, yung whole ay 80. Next, i-recall natin yung formula, how to find the percentage o yung rate. That is simply part over whole times 100%. Again, part over whole times 100%. Next, i-substitute natin, i-plug in natin yun sa formula. So that's 20 over 80 times 100%. Tama? Next step, i-simplify natin yung fraction. Hanapin natin yung kanyang greatest common factor, yung GCF. I hope naalala nyo pa yung GCF. Okay? Ano yung greatest common factor ni 20 and 80? The answer is 20. So, i-divide natin yung numerator at denominator kay 20. So that is 20 divided by 20 yung numerator over 80 divided by 20 yung denominator. So ang sagot is 1/4. Last, i-convert natin yung fraction to a decimal and then to a percentage. So 1/4 is simply 0.25, then to a percentage, ang 0.25 times 100% is simply 25%. Letter B. That's it. If you know, if you need further review sa percentage rate, pwede mong ulitin tong video na to or pwede ka maghanap ng supplementary video sa YouTube. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Gen Ed 87, Science, Biology, Human Body Systems. What organ system is responsible for the circulation of oxygen, nutrients, and hormones throughout the body? A. Digestive system. B. Nervous system. C. Circulatory system, or D. Respiratory system. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter C, circulatory system. Actually, may clue na dun sa question. I-recall natin tong organ system. Yung circulatory system, tinatawag din itong cardiovascular system. Ito yung responsible for circulation ng oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and other essential substances throughout the body via the blood. Okay, ano naman yung A, B, and D? Yung digestive system, ito yung responsible for breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. Yung nervous system naman, ito yung nagko-control at nagko-coordinate ng body activities through nerve impulses. Yung respiratory system naman, ito yung responsible for gas exchange, yung breathing, not circulation. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless! Gen Ed 88, Filipino, Retorika, Tayutay. Ang buhay ay isang paglalakbay na puno ng mga hamon at pagsubok. Anong uri ng tayutay ang ginamit sa pangungusap? A. Simile, pagtutulad. B. Metapora, pagwawangis. C. Personifikasyon, pagsasatao. Or D. Hyperbole, pagmamalabis. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter B, metapora, pagwawangis. Bago natin discuss ko muna yung sentence. Napakamadamdamin, Ang buhay ay isang paglalakbay na puno ng mga hamon at pagsubok. Totoo naman, kasi we live in a fallen and broken world. So, dami talagang challenges sa life. Pero sabi nga, hashtag laban lang, hashtag ka-faith lang kapatid. Alright, discuss na natin. Okay, ano ba yung metapora? Yung metapora o pagwawangis ay isang uri ng tayutay na naghahambing ng dalawang magkaibang bagay na hindi gumagamit ng salitang parang or tulad. Let's analyze yung sentence. Sa sentence, yung buhay ay direktang inihambing sa paglalakbay gamit ang salitang ay. Kaya ito ay isang metapora. Okay, Sir Dash, for example, sinabi parang ganito. Ang buhay ay parang paglalakbay. Kapag gumamit ka na ng word na parang or tulad, ito na ay magiging simile. Alright, bakit naman mali yung iba? So, simile, kasi mali ito kasi walang ginamit na word na parang or tulad. Personifikasyon, ano naman ito? Ito naman yung nagbibigay ng katangiang pantao sa hindi naman tao. Halimbawa nga nun, kumakanta ang hangin. Okay. Yung hyperbole naman, ito ay yung pagmamalabis, ano? Ito, ginagamit ito kapag merong eksaherasyon sa pangungusap. Dito wala naman exaggeration. Kaya ito ay letter B, metaphor. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Gen Ed 89, Social Science, Philippine Government, Executive Branch, Powers. What power of the President allows him or her to reduce or eliminate the sentence of a convicted criminal? A. Veto power. B. Pardon. C. Amnesty, or D. Commutation. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter D, commutation. I hope naalala nyo pa itong mga terms. Okay, i-recall natin isa-isa. Yung commutation, ito yung power ng President to reduce or eliminate the sentence of a convicted criminal while still recognizing the conviction itself. Take note ha, while still recognizing the conviction itself. I-differentiate natin yung later kay pardon. Yung veto power naman, kaya ito mali, kasi ito yung power ng President to reject a bill passed by Congress. Yung pardon naman, ito yung absolute forgiveness ng crime and the complete removal ng penalty. But it eliminates the conviction itself, hindi kagaya ng sa commutation. Ulitin ko lang ha. Sa commutation, still recognizing the conviction. Sa pardon, eliminating the conviction na. Yung amnesty naman, kaya ito mali kasi ito ay blanket pardon granted to a class of political offenders, often extended to a group. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Gen Ed 90, English, Grammar, Pronoun Antecedent Agreement. Everyone in the club blank bringing their own supplies for the activity. A is, B are, C was, or D were. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter A is, i-recall natin ito. Yung indefinite pronoun na everyone is always singular. Take note of that ha. Even though it refers to a group of people. Bakit? Kasi yung everyone means every single person considered individually. Alright. Therefore, it requires a singular verb. At dito, sa choices, is yung correct singular present tense form. Although the sentence uses there, yung subject na everyone remains singular in formal grammar. Kaya the correct answer is letter A. Yung letter B and D, parehas tong plural, yung are and were. Yung was naman, ito ay singular past tense verb. But the sentence here, it requires the present tense. So, ang correct answer is A. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Hashtag, sana makatulong. If you want a free digital copy of this reviewer, pinamimigay ko po ng libre. How? Just comment on this video, free reviewer, and I will send you the link. And for more reviewers, please feel free to visit and subscribe to my social media account, Sir Dash Academy. Available sa YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I suggest punta ka sa YouTube. Gumawa ako ng playlist doon. Kinompile ko lahat ng reviewers para sa licensure exam for teachers ngayong year na to. So hanapin mo na lang doon. Gumawa rin ako ng playlist per domain. For example, you need further review sa Prof Ed or sa Gen Ed or sa specialization. Hanapin mo lang sa playlist sa YouTube. Nandun lahat. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless!